This video is brought to you by BC Racing Coilovers, ECU Master USA, Y-Plate Imports, Torco Racing Oils and Fuels, and Drift HQ. Without these guys, we would not have Drift Week 3, so thank you so very much for supporting this content. Let's get started. Another installment of Wiggly Puppies on our Formula D, old Formula D car tour of where do old Formula D cars go when they're no longer needed or used. Because obviously you need something to do like with a Formula D car because you're not going to take it to like local events.
Right to the junkyard.
No, I'm just, I guess.
Okay.
No, but like they're so aggressive that it's cheaper just like you went and bought a Corvette than run this thing at local events.
Completely.
Because it's too gnarly. Okay, so come on inside. It's in a beautiful antique garage. This thing is so cool looking.
Yona.
I've already seen it actually because we took a bunch of body parts off of it. Oh, puppy's out of the way.
Here she is.
So this is Matt Kaufman's. This is the best condition old Formula D car we found. And also, it is amazing how many Formula D cars we found. They are not rare. I mean, we have two at our shop. The Tyler Katulik, or the Chris Ward one, and the Pro 2 car, Dwayne Ramsey. I mean, we saw one the other day at the track, Von Gens. We saw Chelsea Denofa's. We saw Cameron Moore's, two of them. I mean, like, I've seen half a dozen at least in the last 2 weeks. So anyways, here we go. The reason why we're looking at this, Matt Kaufman's gonna tell us all about it. When was the last time this thing ran? In a Formula D event.
St. Louis in 2019, and then I broke my arm. And then here she sits.
So just 2 years, that's actually not that old.
It's not bad, that's why, yeah, that's why she's in pretty decent
As I look at it, this is the craziest. You can probably go all the way around side and shoot from the other side.
This is not my gaming rig, don't judge me for it. This is Drew's mobile rig.
This is a serious looking car. Was this the very first S13 with like crazy velocity stacks and everything sticking out the hood?
Maybe, no, dies.
Oh.
Yeah, that was, I kind of replicated his car on my old first chassis, my Pro-Am car. And then, but yeah, I think that, well, I mean, I guess first hatch.
Okay.
First hatch.
There's little JDM, like Japanese guys over in Japan that probably think this is the coolest thing on earth.
Oh, big time. Where's the filter? That completes the effect.
You got to take the cups out. Look, it worked though because there's wood in there.
You mean the beer pong table?
Yeah. So he's running off, but we need to know all about this car. This car is nuts. Is it just an S13 for the rest of the car besides the engine?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, well,
oh my God, it has a normal S13 dash.
It's just I'm sure the dash under there is trash, but it's just one of those like those
covers.
Covers, yeah. But it plays a part. Tricked you. I don't know why I'm cleaning it.
Can you put it over the cups? Could you imagine if someone went and tried to start this and like messed with it for 45 minutes before they realized there was cups stuck in there?
If somebody tried to start this thing with those cups, I'd be heartbroken.
Is it easy to pop this hood?
Yeah, good.
Let's see what this looks like. This looks mental. Yeah. That is a lot of engine. So what's the engine?
I actually don't know I've gotten so many different like various details about like what the code is for this thing. I've heard RY45, like all sorts of other nonsense, but it's a 410 Roush Yates dirt late modified sprint motor. So it's basically what is in like a lot of those outlaw cars, I think. But I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm not an outlaw.
So what's the compression ratio?
14.7 to 1.
So almost 15.
Oh, she cooks, yeah. Like
and what's the red line?
It used to be like 9,800, but then it's been reworked to get more torque. So at one point it made less torque than it currently does. So yeah, I mean, so no, I think it's like 8,700 or something like that.
That's still a lot.
Oh, a ton, dude, absolutely. Yeah.
Do you drive where like you don't care about what gear you're in because it revs so high, or do you still have to pay attention, you know, because the power band is finite?
It's primarily like just pretty much like all the other cars in FD. I try to get my gearing so that I only have to run third gear. I honestly think that all FD cars should be like sequential 3 speeds or 4 speeds. Like I think you only need like 3 gears, to be honest. You need like a granny gear and then like a mild inertia gain gear and then just a party gear.
Why do you need a sequential if you just need 3 gears? Just like 1, 2,
I mean,
and then just like move it over.
I honestly, you don't even need a sequential, yeah. Like, but that's just, it seems to be the way that everybody is going. You want a prop rod?
No, we just have huge oil lines, huge oil filter. Are these just LS coil packs?
Yeah,
What are these?
yeah, dude, the rippers.
That's hilarious. We have this hilarious contraption here. I don't even want to touch it because
That is a total pain. I mean, you can get it to operate.
that's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
Is there a lot of tuning them together and stuff?
Yeah, well, what there is a lot of is individually tuning each one of these throttle bodies. And actually, I recommend to everybody to run EGTs on every single one of their cylinders. It gives you so much info about what your engine's doing. Like, yeah, that's...
What if we just have normal engines that don't need them because they just run?
Well, no, because then it gives you a heads up. It's like, you're like, oh shit, am I missing a cylinder? And then you just look at the EGTs, you're like, oh, that one. You're like, it's...
You could just unplug a coil pack and just check to see if the engine sound noise.
Absolutely.
Some of us are too poor to have that.
EGTs?
Then you have to have like a standalone to run it all and everything else.
For sure.
If you're just an LS guy, you just have a stock ECU.
You know, I'm sorry, this was one of the only FD cars running a standalone, so high fault.
So how much... Because like I see so many little adjustments and everything in here.
Here, let me get you a prop rod. Come on.
Okay. How hard was that for people to adjust everything? Like, do you have somebody that works on this motor all the time, or is it just set and finished?
Predominantly, this stuff doesn't move about. Normally, it's just like the butterflies that get, which is these adjustments in here. Besides that, I mean, that stuff really doesn't fall out of it. I mean. Okay. Sometimes because of my EGTs, I can tell if one of my banks, like one side of the motor is running a bit cooler because these have fallen out of D10 a little bit. Like,
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so.
Need a guy with a laptop. We see a big dry sump setup. See tube frame stuff everywhere. Lots of nice tube frame work, or I wouldn't call that
nice.
Tubes, like little bar work. The radiator is crazy low to the ground. Also, this bar is crazy low to the ground. At Wall Speedway or anywhere, did you ever hit that?
No.
No? Never anywhere?
Well, as long as I just came down, like you've driven a slammed car, how you, like if you need to get into a driveway real quick and you're just like, oh, yep, okay, like kind of the same thing.
This is a pretty darn low Formula D car.
Oh, you can fit like a pack of like just regular, like cigarettes or something like that underneath this thing.
So let's talk about the wheel fitment real quick. Look at the rear wheel fitment.
Yeah, these are not, hold on, let me go get the...
This is like hot boy status.
Oh yeah, dude, my car was by far the lowest in FD. I was dragging, you can actually see the bottom of those skirts is
he going to get a credit card or something? Oh.
Fuckers. I don't know why I'm doing this right now, you can't even see it, but I don't know where the right side is. Yeah, these poor things. This poor car. Dude, man, now I feel bad looking at it like this. And then the cat's been sitting in it. Look at that, dude. It's all furry and whatnot. Oh, this poor thing. Yeah, dude, my cat sheds so much. I hate it.
Yeah, but this thing's actually in really good shape. Side, look at this, though. That's like, look at this. I have something I can jam in here, a fire hydrant thing. It, like, is this necessary in a Formula D car? This actually doesn't work. This is too close.
No. It just pushes the, fender out of the way.
This, you've got to be the...
But remember,
only Formula, I can hang this whole, oh, that's just gonna pull the pin. This is by far the most aggressive fitment in all of Formula D.
Yeah.
Was this useful?
Well, of course not, no. But it looks cool. I mean, but you can actually, I think.
Look at how low the side skirt is.
You can feel, oh no, this one's new.
Does it tuck it all and just drag?
Oh, it tucks, yeah. On my old, like leading edge here, literally there was like flat spots ground down. From it just dragging.
So is this the most aggressive Formula D S chassis? Is there anything more wild?
I think Reeder's, just because he's such a setup master and that car is dude, that thing yanks around pretty good. But also Reeder's just
he also took it apart.
Oh yeah, and he's going BMW now.
Yeah. So this is kind of like as crazy as S chassis get. I think it's really cool. It doesn't actually look that complicated other than the engine.
Like
engine
I said, it's like an FD car from like 2010. And like even in the back, like all other cars. And I had a design to do rear mount, all that nonsense, but it's like.
Get up here. Look at this. This is ridiculous. It's a spaceship.
Really straightforward.
Big dry, oh, so straightforward. Big dry sump tank. All like, that's a lot of fuel stuff.
Yeah, ethanol. I ran a lot of fuel.
Multiple fuel pumps, multiple fuel filters, multiple breather setups or whatever. Big surge tank. A lot going on. A lot of bar work again. Did you ever stuff the rear end really badly?
Yeah, I got pretty good at not crashing. Before my last crash was against Peter in Seattle, and I just overcooked the bank, and I'd like to grab a little bit of handbrake right before coming off the bank to set it a little bit, and it just like barely pushed me up, and I like bounced off the wall, but it didn't. I just drove right off track. I just did the bash bar in.
So would you rebuild this car if you wanted to go back to Formula D, or would you just keep running it and make small additions, like a different engine or something else like that?
Yeah.
This car's pretty darn cool.
It's super cool, and I love it. I don't know. I would love to build it. I mean, maybe go do like clutch kickers or something like that. It's a perfect clutch kickers car. It's almost a little.
You mean an old Formula D car that's no longer competitive that can go beat up on locals?
I don't know if it no longer competitive is the word. I don't know if it was competitive to begin with.
It looks rad though.
No, I love it. I'm just being hard on the old girl. Makes me feel better.
There's some big rivets, and a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a cool car. I don't know the wing on it, and
this is by far the best conditioned one we've seen, though. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm not gonna trash my old S13. She deserves better than that.
Look at the little tire stickers there.
Yeah.
What size tires are these?
285, 95. Oh, 285, 35, 40, 18.
Achille 123 S's?
Yeah.
I can't really see. So that is a
35.
sticky
18.
tire.
Yeah, that's what I run.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
On my
right. It's because we stole them from Formula D. Out of your tire pile,
I
probably.
got it from Daigo's car.
Oh, there you go.
This isn't
don't have
metal, is
holes
it?
drilled in
That's
them?
all fiberglass?
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, I make these. These are just like one piece here.
You
one
make them?
over. Well, I have them. It's my molds. My buddy Paul makes them, and then just the centerpiece here.
Okay.
That way, I just have to replace corners.
So what's going to happen to this car in the next 3 years?
In the next,
Is it going to sit?
how long?
3 years.
Oh,
You're like, it's going to sit.
no. It'll probably sit here for like well, I need to put that thing in it. That thing is probably going to go into here because those Ford motors really should get rebuilt absolutely once a season.
That looks like an LS.
That is a big LS, yeah.
Okay, sorry, keep going.
Oh, well, no. So that engine hasn't been rebuilt in like 3 seasons, 4 seasons. So it's like this, I'm gonna lose this thing and not be able to sell it. And then over there under that blanket is the nitrous motor that I had built for this thing. And then during the, decided for no good reason to go with a new oil pump. Yeah, here, get
Can we see it? Get in there.
Yeah, get up in there.
Si. That's another Roush Yates one?
Yeah, so I had 2 of these things. One is a spare always, but I had this one built for nitrous, had Kinsler build me an intake set with nitrous porting, and then was at the balcony.
Keep going.
I was at the balcony like 2 days before Long Beach, and switched to this oil pump. Then I initiated. And then, at the balcony, you come down like the far side towards the hill, and then like you initiate to the left, and then like you do that big transition back. So I was like 8,000 RPM for 8 seconds, and then like looking out this way, and then on the transition back, I saw my dash flashing, and it was just 0 pounds of oil. And so what had happened is that pulley actually fell off of the oil pump.
This one?
The key walked itself out of the keyway.
Yeah.
And then so cooked the motor, opened up the Olsberg filters, and it looked like a gold miner's pan inside of there. And so, had my mom rent a minivan, and she brought that motor down through the night, got it to us at the Marriott in Lancaster, and then we stayed up till like 6 in the morning swapping the engine, and then like we went back out testing the next day. Good times.
So this is a messed up motor?
Yeah, she's trash.
But like, if you look at this, it is a full motor, everything,
You can
all the way
probably
to ITBs.
roll it out. Roll it out. Oh, the rollers suck.
This is an insane motor to have just like trash. This is crazy.
Well, it needs a rebuild, but the rebuilds on these things aren't worth it. It's so expensive.
How much are
for
the
such-
rebuilds?
I
like
don't.
40 grand?
Oh. No.
Less?
You could get like a cheap LS is what the rebuild of this is.
Oh, that's not bad.
No,
it's like
well,
6 grand.
No. Okay, like a cheap performance LS.
20 grand.
Like more like 15
Okay.
a rebuild, yeah. It makes me sick.
But it's got to be like a $40,000 motor.
Yeah, but I did not pay that much for it.
I understand, but I'm just saying it's a really, really cool race motor.
Oh, big time, big time.
So, but this is crazy because as we look around this place, we have a crazy race motor here, crazy race motor here. These motors are worth more than this whole car. Like,
yeah, but once again, I did not pay that much for it.
no, I know, but I'm just saying they're crazy circle track motors.
Oh, big time.
And then that LS over there, how many cubic inches and how much power does that thing make?
So that's a LT1, or a, fuck, it was forever ago. Yeah, I think it's a 436 now at this point. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, built for nitrous.
What is a 436, like 7.3 or something?
Yeah, something around that neighborhood.
And how much power does it make?
7.2 or something. I don't know yet.
I just realized what's crazy about his motors is when he gets these things, he does this, I want to say right, but like this is a completely assembled everything from intake manifold down with the nitrous, with everything on it. Like someone completely built everything, every little piece is pre-bent. That's beautiful. That's so cool.
I cannot wait to use it. And it should produce the torque high end. Like, as long as I can get more than 400 foot-pounds at the crank, then I'll be stoked.
You're gonna make 800 foot-pounds of the crank with this
I know.
thing.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
That's gonna be crazy.
I was supposed to get this motor for the 2020 season before Long Beach, and that was before it was canceled. And then it ended up not coming in time. And then so I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to run the Ford motor. Then like Long Beach got canceled, and then like just because of the whole coronavirus nonsense, I wasn't able to get it for a long time. It's very nice.
This is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Who built it?
Texas.
Texas Speed?
Yes, sir.
This is crazy. This is like
This is
little
kinda,
Formula D Pro 2 kid's dream.
Oh, it's perfect. It would be a perfect motor for that. This is the same motor that's in Josh Robbins' car currently.
I don't remember if you said how much it would make on nitrous. Over 1,000.
Nah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be like a 900 horse build, like maybe 800 foot-pounds or so, which I'll take it.
Jesus, that's crazy.
I would take 200 horsepower if I made like 1,000 foot-pounds. Just start drifting in like
Get a
diesels. Yeah.
There's so much engine in this garage. This is blowing my mind how much engine is in this garage. So do you have anything else hiding here that's... Oh, look at this. Come here. So this is what guys put in their trailers. There's so much cool stuff in here. So when you go racing, if you're gonna like make a 5-minute call rule and everything, or like fix things quickly, you need all your Wise Fab assembled, aligned,
in
and everything.
corners.
Is it all aligned and everything?
Yep.
Everything's ready. You just rip it off the thing. Extra drive shaft. All these are springs. Extra top hats. Tie rods. Fuel filter or fuel filler thingies. I'm like, those don't impress me much.
FD fuel fillers.
Yeah, there's so much stuff here.
Bell housing.
Cool bell housing. Another bell housing.
Yep.
Oil. Another air filter. These air filters are even crazy.
Let me see if I can find the old clutch I was talking about.
He's like, not Ganador.
Yep.
Is there anything else cool?
Man, not really. Just the
You have
old
piles of cool wheels.
The old rally car. Yeah, dude, I have the world's largest collection of 57 DRs, I'm pretty sure. not complaining at all, but
No.
I love those wheels.
Well, this is really cool. Thank you for showing us everything.
Oh, dude,
When's
of
that
course.
engine going in? Not until you have a purpose for the car, or?
Now that I need to get it in there because I need to get a harness, like an engine harness. I can use the rest of the body harness, that's no problem, but just an engine harness. I don't know anything about nitrous, so that's gonna be a new endeavor for me that I'll have to get all that sorted.
You put nitrous in and ringlings come out.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Is this thing gonna be dry sump?
Oh, yeah. I already got the daily pan for it. Where is that? Sitting over there.
Well, this is the first Formula D car I think that we've seen that has a chance of coming back.
Oh, it'll come back.
And before we finish this conversation, is the S13 chassis like this, is this thing competitive to put all back together? And would you mess with that? Or would you change chassis now that you have a chance?
See, I'm...
Because everything's a big investment. Like, like engines and transmissions and everything. Like
For sure.
The car is a big investment too. But if you're making huge changes, it's the time to make them if you're going to do it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm gonna do it. I just like needed to get some other stuff sorted before I start focusing on all this stuff again. But yeah, pretty soon. I'll probably by the end of the year have that motor in there and then have a harness for it. I mean,
No, I mean, you're going to keep this car then, this chassis.
of course. Yeah, I won't sell it because I only have two 13s. I have my just my first S13 ever in this thing. So I won't sell either of those two cars.
All right.
The left car is so bent, like you can like push down on one side and like it's terribly bent. I've had it for like 11 years or something like that.
So cool.
Yep, it's a sweet car. And then I know that just looks like a Subaru, but that thing over there, that thing is mean.
Is that better than this?
That thing, I did like a double jump at 125 in it, and it just felt like going over some speed bumps.
Is that the one with the stock air filter even?
Yeah.
Or is that a different car?
That's because
that's your rally
because
one?
of the rule class, you have to run like a factory Subaru air filter. Like if you put a K&N in this thing, then you'll fail tech. So it's literally just like a Subaru paper filter. The rest of it is pretty much.
Is the rest of the car crazy or pretty simple?
It's pretty sick. I mean, in the back you can see what rally kit is. The cage work in this car is phenomenal. But yeah, you can you can carry two spares in here.
You have engine oil.
Engine oil, brake fluid, tool bag. That's the fillers right there. You got some kitty litter. You got the don't die bag. You got a shovel. You got all sorts of stuff. It's a real adventure, this thing.
Very cool.
Yeah, this thing's solid. You wouldn't think much of it. It's pretty unassuming, but
What is that little X thing there?
What are you looking at?
The little white X tool.
That's like it's got sockets on it.
Oh, this has like a stock scissor jack in here, it looks like.
Yeah, well, actually, I ruined the other scissor jack because I was driving without any notes, like co-driving notes, and long story short, I ended up putting this, like the front wheel into the very end of a super small little bridge, and I could not get the wheel off. I was like stuck in the middle of the forest for forever. Like the sweep guys, the guys that come through at the end of the stage to like make sure everybody was okay. We literally like had this thing ratchet strapped, the wheel unbolted, and like yanking this thing like in the forest trying to get the wheel off. Ended up not being able to do it, and it was frozen to the hub, and so like wouldn't move. So I ended up just ruining that wheel and like the rim, just dragging it through the forest for however long, and it literally just flat spotted the whole thing.
Those are the videos that you always see of the rally cars just like ruining wheels, just like cutting through them on the thing. So this is just a lot of safety gear, basically.
Yeah, a ton. And I did not put that My Little Pony sticker in there. It came with the car, but since the car's been such good luck, I don't want to remove it. So I'm no brony. I don't even want to hear about it. I'm gonna cover it up with a different sticker. It isn't mine. I didn't put it there.
Let's shout out the normal Lone Star Drift sponsors too: Valino Tires, BC Racing Coilovers, Spec Clutch, GK Tech, NK Wheels, ECU Master, NRG, and What Monsters Do. And we host events, so always check on our schedule and see when the next event is coming up. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.